Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to a live for the scrap room using this fun exclusive cut file from Cut to You for the Flavors of the Month kit subscribers only. So make sure if you want this cut file, you subscribe to the Flavors of the Month kit this month. June 2024 kits that was playing with Echo Park Collection. I forgot the name, but if you stay tuned to the very end after the close-ups, you will get a breakdown of everything that's in this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit. But let's hop to it. I went ahead and I didn't want to use the beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous cardstock that came in the kit. So I used some of my cheaper white cardstock that I had to cut the cut file out. And I did some editing to the cut file. And that's the lovely thing about cut files. I love the way it was, but I wanted to put photo in and I wanted to simplify it a little bit. I was being a little lazy. I didn't want to back all the little pieces of the camera and the basically kind of like the double frame of the picture frames. So I did some editing on my Silhouette software and cut some of that out. Now this striped paper, there's a sticker on the sticker sheet. You can see it right there in the center. And it uses the same stripes. And I love it. It's like a sunset from two sides. And so I'm like, that has to be my background. So I thought, what better way to then make the cut file pop by just doing it in white and then keeping it simple, because it'll have this beautiful multicolored background, and then we'll pop with white and black with the cut file. I trimmed the paper down just a tiny bit so I could frame the whole thing in a piece of black cardstock, also from my stash. And yeah. So I have a few photos from my sister's trip of the sunset and the girls. I think my nieces, the first time they were on the beach when they got there that night. So it's kind of a silhouette of their sunset. I'll probably do another page where you can see their whole picture a little bit better, just because I was thinking actually about this being the title page for their trip album that I'm making. That way I can do the photo of them on the beach in another way, so it's a little bit bigger and not get cut off. But I really like the way this turns out. Like I said, I did some editing to the cut file, but it's still the cut file. So I cut down my sunset photos a little bit and then backed them in black and then put them behind the little picture frame snapshot Polaroid cut file parts. And then same thing, I cut down the photo of my nieces on the beach with the sunset behind them, and I trimmed it down just a tiny bit smaller than the circle I have in the opening for the camera, and then back it in black and then put it on there. So I've got those pops of white and black to pop off this beautiful, colorful striped page. So now I'm just finishing backing other parts of the cut file that I would like backed. So where the flash is, I'm doing a little bit of the yellow pattern paper. I'm going to do the orange pattern paper for the whole body of the camera. And then I'm doing those other buttons on the camera. I'm just doing them in black. I'm being kind of lazy. So I'm going to do those in black. I will cover one of them up with a sticker, so it won't matter, but I just backed them in black, and then the whole thing in the orange pattern paper, which is like a cat eye print, which is super cool. The yellow pattern is actually a sun. And then I did the heart in black, because I have a plan to make a video of all the clips that my sister had and do a QR code, and I was going to stick it in that heart. And like, if this is the title page, then they can scan that QR code and then go to all the video clips that she has from their trip, which would be super fun. So that's my goal, but we'll see. So now that I got the other pieces of the cut file kind of set to go, I'm just adding finishing touches. And I popped up the photo part from the camera on foam, and I popped up the two snapshot photos. But I wanted to color. I really like the way the white stands out on that stripe. But since it's going to be in the blue, I thought, why not color it kind of like the other colors in the stripes? So I'm going to use 3 different distress oxides, and we're going to ink it up. So we're going to use Rusty Hinge. I had to think for a second. I was like, oh gosh, what did I use? Because it's the perfect like burnt orange. And then we're going to use Barn Door down the center just to make it a little red. I should have grabbed a smaller brush doing the Barn Door though, because I lose a lot of the orange. And then we've got Forest Moss for the green. And I'm going to my attempt is just to do kind of the edges. Some of it turns a little muddy, but overall I like the final effect, and I get like the gradient of the red to orange to like a yellow green color going out from the center of the words, kind of like the whole page is this deep red out to the orange and then yellowish greeny color. So yeah, that's my goal that I'm going for here. Like I said, I should have used a smaller brush to do the red because look, it just covers up most of the green. But I always can go back, and I do go back in and do some more orange just to blend that out a little bit better. But I thought later, like, oh, I should have started with red. I don't know why I didn't start with red. My thing was just to do the orange and the green. And I was like, I kind of need a third color. So I'm going to go back in with the orange and get a little more orange on there. Because that orange, it's just the perfect orange rusty hinge. It just worked so well. So I'm doing that, getting messy. And then we'll go in with the green on the tips. And it turns out pretty good, I think. Yeah, don't make you watch me do all of it. But yeah, you can see that little gradient. And then I'm going to clean up after we do this. Just touching up some of the orange. We're going to clean up, and then I'm going to spritz it with water after it dries a little bit. And then let the oxidizing part of the Distress Oxides do their job. And then I will pick that water up with a paper towel. So we get oxidized drops, and it's not just a solid color that it, so it's not just solid. So here we go. We're going to do some drops, and then we'll pick it up with a paper towel. And you can't see it super well on the screen, and because I didn't let it dry. But it does create a little bit of texture then on the words, and I love it. So then I thought, okay, I need these to pop even just a little more. And this is where the outlining starts, and it continues on to the other parts of the cut file of the page. So I'm going to outline snapshots, all the words here, and then I will go ahead and get this glued down on the page. And actually we're going to do some outlining around the camera, the heart part specifically, that's coming out of the top of the camera, almost like an Instax camera, where it just kind of comes out. And then we will also do some outlining around the Polaroids. So there we go. The layout is coming together. I'm going to just start outlining these and get all that done. And then we're just going to finish with some embellishing with the lovely sticker sheet that we got. I went pretty simple. I didn't go too complicated or too many. I didn't want to overwhelm it, but I loved some of the cute little icons in there, like the waves and the palm tree and the sunglasses, because they kind of had the same sunset colors in them as the whole background and my actual sunset, and it just, this all goes together. It's a relatively simple layout, but that's why I think for it'll work perfect for a like title page or a beginning page of their vacation album. So you'll see that kind of all come together throughout the rest of the month of June if I haven't finished it already, but my goal is to have it all done by the end of this month. So and with 30 days of sketches going on, that shouldn't be an issue. But make sure you go check out the blog, where you can see all the challenges and inspiration from all the design team members, as well as the Facebook group. I try to post on there. I'm not really good at remembering, but I try to. And then and some other people definitely do. Susanna does a live in there at least once a month, I know. And then make sure you go check out the store so you can grab the kit yourself, and then you can get this cut file exclusive. So thank you again so much for watching. Check out the close-ups and then a breakdown of everything that comes in this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit from the ScrapRoom. Remember, the Flavors of the Month kit is like 4 little mini collections all in one kit, so you can sample instead of having to buy the whole thing, and it's actually relatively affordable. I love it. It's one of the things I started getting when I started scrapbooking again in college, after I took a little bit of break being so busy in high school. And I've been getting their kits kind of off and on ever since. Even if I wasn't subscribed, I would go like shop the TSR store, and you can buy the a la carte kits or leftover kits, and that was one of my favorite things to do, especially when she would have a sale. So make sure you go check that out if you're not going to even subscribe, because there's some great kits and it's a great way to put like 3 to 4 pages together. A lot of times I can get 3 or 4 out of it. So yeah, and I highly recommend, if you are going to subscribe, I highly recommend the pattern paper add-on and the embellishment add-on. And if you like colored cardstock, I would get the colored cardstock or the cardstock add-on too. I don't, and I really regret it sometimes because I'm like, oh, this would be great to have another coordinating cardstock to go with this. But thank you again so much, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. If you are still with me, now is the part where I will show you what all was in this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit, the Echo Parts Summer Vibes collection that I just created something with. So in this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit, you get 2 pieces of Fig Swirl cardstock, which is, I seriously think it's like one of my favorites because it's not quite white, but it's not gray. It's like in between. And it's not stark, so if you don't have things that you want are stark white, it's one of my favorite cardstocks ever. Everyone is going to get a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, so the embellishments for this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit are all the same for everybody, which is great. Look at the fantastic icons that are all over the sticker sheet. This is terrifyingly cute. That's all I can describe it as. And then this is the whole punch out. I can't tell. I don't think so. But the one in the turtle does. So a lot of great colors. And then the 3 pattern papers you're going to get in this collection, or this portion of the Flavors of the Month kit, I should say, are Hello Sunshine Signs, if you can't figure out why it's called that, with this gorgeous cat eye orange. And I have a shirt that kind of matches this, which is so funny to me. These are the 2 by 2 journaling cards. Clearly not. I really like this part because it's like sunset. Reminds me of this. Yeah. But here are the 2 by 2 cut apart pieces, which are super fun. You could use those as well. And then this last one's tropical vibes. So there's all these suns on here, and then the gorgeous tropical flowers, which you could easily fussy cut. You really could. It's possible. So those are the fun papers. Thank you so much for sticking through all the way to the end to check this out. And if you want a more detailed look or more information on how to get your kit, make sure you check out the ScrapRoom.com. The links are all down below. Go play at the Facebook. Go play with the challenges on the Facebook group, and check out the blog for more inspiration. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.